Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sallystampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you my mini chocolate book box. It is mini, it is a little box, and if you just give the top a little shake, out comes this cute little box that houses 2 mini chocolates. So it is a mini chocolate, looks like a book, becomes a box. How cute is that? In symmetry, gorgeous, gorgeous DSP. Do love the patterns. A little bit of fussy cutting, can't beat it I don't think, but it's simple and I just love it. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I have made one in centimetres. It is a fraction thinner. Fraction thinner. It's the same depth. So yeah, everything works the same, and the box itself, if I can get it out, which I can't, I don't know if you get this one out, it fits so well. Oh crumbs. Okay, I might have to just destroy this just to get it out. Why can I not get this one out? I wonder if I've got some adhesive stuck somewhere in it. Ah, there we go. So it still is the same. As I say, I have made this one in centimetres, so it is slightly narrower, but it still fits in the same. Okay. So, to start off with then, you're going to need to make 2 boxes for your chocolates. So mine are 4x4, which is 9 by 9 centimetres, and we're going to score all 4 sides at 1/2 inch and 1 inch, which is 1 and 2 centimetres, and we're going to do that on all 4 sides. Oops, on all 4 sides and on both pieces. This gives them a more reinforced look, I think. So on all 4 sides, and then we're going to fold and burnish all of those sides too. Okay, so that's probably going to clatter in a second. Right, fold and burnish all of these score lines. This is Flirty Flamingo that I'm using, and I actually used Night of Navy, although when I had a look at the list of colours that were used in this suite, it's actually, I'm sure it's Misty Moonlight, so I've probably completely messed it up, but never mind, I quite like it. It might be Night of Navy and I'm getting the suites all mixed up. Right, so 4 squares in each corner. We're going to cut down to the second score line. The furthest one on the outside you cut away with a wedge. Take the half top square off, cut wedges, and then wedge again this side. Again, if you recall my videos, I have kind of a little song that I use, so it's snip, snip, wedge, snip, wedge, wedge, wedge. Okay, and we're going to do that on this side as well. Cut, cut, wedge, cut, wedge, wedge, wedge. I don't know, maybe I just have a sad life that I think up songs for cutting these. But yes. Whoops, nearly forgot one look. See, didn't do the little song, did I? And we're going to do exactly the same with this piece as well. So whatever you do with your first one, you will do with the second. Okay, so while I am doing this and have your undivided attention, as I'm sure I do, have you seen our joining offer during Celebration Part 2? If not, you need to have a look. You get to pick the amazing products that you would normally get to pick for the normal prices, only this time you get to add an extra bundle. So your bundles are listed in the back of the Salybration brochure, and you can pick an extra bundle for free. So if your shopping list is getting quite long, how about having a little think about joining, because it will save you money in the long run, trust me. Have a look. If you've got any questions, just pop along, ask me. I don't bite generally unless I'm hungry. No, I'm teasing. Seriously though, if you have any questions, you can contact me on my email, on my blog, social media, Facebook, anything. You can just get in touch. So as you can see there, I've added adhesive to the 4 edges there. I'm going to flip this over now and carefully add a little bit to these tabs, and then so where my tabs come out from, we're going to fold these 2 in. So grab your bone folder, give them a little press, get that adhesive going. Then we're going to bring them up, put the tabs in and tuck the top over. Again, get your bone folder in there. Not only are you helping creasing these edges, but you're also pressing that adhesive down as well. Repeat again with this side. Tabs in, fold the top in, press it down, and there's your first little tray. So again, I've put the adhesive on these outside pieces. I'm going to pop a little bit on my tabs here, and then again where these jut out, we can fold those over. Tuck your tabs in like so, and then fold the top over, and this is what, as I say, reinforces those edges and just makes them look a little tidier, I think. And then the last one, tuck those in, fold the top over, and again get that bone folder in there, give those all a crease and a press. There we have them. Next you need your inside support that goes in here just to keep the boxes together nicely. So this is 3/4 by 5 7/8 or 1.5 by 14. I'm simply going to pop this in like so, and then push it into the corners. Make sure you're keeping it flush against the bottom. And then I'm just pressing my nail into the corner there, just so that this fits. If, like me, you've not actually put this one flush up to the edge and you've got a bit of excess, just trim it off. So it really doesn't matter. So that's there, and then this one again tuck into that corner. And you kind of have to just make sure you've pushed them all into the corners. So I'm going to give that a fold now, so that will sit nicely. And that one just needs a fold too. Give it a burnish if it helps. And then that will sit in the base of your box. So I'm just going to run some adhesive along the bottom there, and then again pop it back in here. So you have to be kind of quick and to the point with this, because obviously you don't want that adhesive to stick on anything else. And then if you want to round, cut, trim the ends just to take that sharp point off, can do. And then we're going to pop chocolates in. Then you need a base that these two are now going to sit on, and this is 2 by 5 1/8 or 5 by 12.1. Again, I struggle with making the correct measurements and scoring, etc. So I just do this. I put the base of my box on here so that it's square and fold it up that way. Then I fold it over and burnish. And then I'm going to do the same with this one, this way, making sure that those edges are flush, and fold this up. And again, there I have my score line ready made, if you like, or my fold line. Right, then these need some adhesive on. So my first box, again, just line it up, make sure it's all square. Same again here. You can use the crease as well if need be. Line it all up, and they already want to sit together. Look, press that down, and yes, just tuck that in there. There's your little box ready. Pop that to one side and we'll make the case. So for the case you need a piece of cardstock 6 3/4 by 4 1/8, which is 15.8 by 9.6 centimetres. We're going to score the short side at 1 inch, then we're going to rotate and score again at 1 inch, so you've got 1 inch either side, which will be 2.2 centimetres, and then on the long side we're going to score at 3/4. Oh, and then you need your trimmer. Sorry, you need your trimmer because we have, okay, nearly went clattering. So as we were, 3/4, 2 13/16, so it's just before the 7/8 mark. We need to score there. 3 13/16, so the same again, 1 inch along, and then 6. And in centimetres that will be 1.5, 6.8, 9 and 14.3. So you've got this equal sized box thing going on. So again we're going to fold and burnish. Okay, so cutting. The first thing you want to do is cut away the 4 squares in the corners. Straight line here, wedge here. So wedge, straight line. So I'm going to rotate and do the same this side. So straight line, wedge, straight line and a wedge. Okay, so we've now got this. Then we want these 2 little squares in the centre. So you're going to go from here, cut down, and then just take some wedges out of there. And then exactly the same again here. Either side, take some wedges out. Okay, then we need some DSP. So we need 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 or 4.5 by 4.5 centimetres, and they obviously go in these centre panels here. Oops. Then you need 3 that are 3/4 by 1 3/4, but if you've noticed I have two this way and one this way, because this one I want the DSP to go long ways because it's going on the spine, and then these two are going to go across the top of the square on the right hand side, sorry, the rectangle on the right hand side. Okay, then we're going to stick it together. So these two tabs either side here are simply just again to reinforce the edge to make it look tidy. So get the bone folder in there, press it down, get it nice and smart. Then on here you need to add some adhesive to the tab and the long section without the DSP. Then we're going to fold it round, we're going to pop the adhesive down, the tab on top, and then this one over the top. What's going on here? Right, let me just take a tiny wedge out of there because that's just not sitting straight for some reason. So pop that on there, and then that's better. This one sits on the top. Still a little bit wonky, I'm not quite sure why. And then again repeat with here. Now I'm going to have to take a wedge off this. And then this folds down and this folds onto the top. Yes, that's quite strange. I don't know why I've got that odd shape. And then, fingers crossed, this should, unless your chocolate slid, fit inside. There we go. I don't know why that's gone wonky, but hey ho. So there is your cute little box, and you just need to decorate it. So I have my basic white here and my In Symmetry stamp. So I need You Are Perfectly Unique and some Flirty Flamingo. So that just goes on there. And then while I've got these, I'm going to go with the large flower, and we want the small flower, and then I need these two leaves. Okay, I then need Bumblebee. I might go with Night of Navy on this one actually. Night of Navy, and then I don't need the Flirty Flamingo, and then I need just Jade, I think it is, for the leaves. So stamp my leaves. Away. Two small flowers, so 1, 2, and then last but not least, large flower just in that space. There we go. And then we can just get my trimmer to trim my sentiment. Get rid of that a minute. So that's cut down with a couple of dimensionals on the back. and that is just going to sit on the front. And then these I actually fussy cut, and although you think this will take ages, it really doesn't, because the images are symmetrical. I mean, I'm not really doing this with any great care. As you can see, I'm just using the whole length of my knife, my scissors. I'm moving the card instead of my scissors, and it's just the same motion through all of these, unless you mess up like that. Yeah, it's just the same motion through all, and there you have your flower cut in seconds. The leaves, I do exactly the same, but I don't try and round the tops. I just follow the leaf round like so. You see how quick it is? Don't get me wrong, some things are seriously fussy, but I find these really simple and easy to cut. And these little flowers, well, I wasn't going in and out all of those leaves, so I just cut a circle around them. And personally, I think they look pretty good. So there's one. Excuse my stomach rumbling, it's nearly lunchtime. And then round, well, that's not the best circle there. But do you know what? If you mess up like I just have, I'll show you what I did. So my ink's not too clever on that one, and it's not really perfectly circle. So glue dots, so large flower, glue dot, my leaves, like so, my one funny flower. Okay, so come back to that one in a second. This one, my blue flower on the top, my leaves, I just cross over and tuck under, my funky flower that didn't stamp too well and I cut a little bit wonky, well, let's just hide that bit there, and it's hidden so you can't actually see that wonky bit. This one I want to pop on my edge here, but I'm actually going to just take the corner off because I want to use a mini dimensional on the back of this one, but I equally want it to lap over the edge slightly, and so cutting that edge away gives you your space. And there you have it. There is your mini chocolate book box. Thanks for joining me. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you all again soon.